Hello, dear learners, and welcome back to English Flow. I'm Kim, and I'm really glad you're here. Before we start, if this is your first time here, please subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss the next episode. And if you enjoyed today's lesson, a like or a comment really helps me, and it helps other learners find this channel too. Today, we're talking about something every single person needs at some point. Feeling lost and asking someone for help. Maybe you're in a new city. Maybe you're looking for a train station, a hospital, or just a coffee shop. Today, we're learning how to ask for directions in English and how to understand the answer when someone gives them to you. Let's start with a simple situation. Imagine this. You just landed in a new city. You have a map on your phone, but it's not working. You see a friendly-looking person walking by. What do? In English, we don't just walk up to someone and ask a question directly. First, we usually start with a polite phrase. One of the most common ones is, "Excuse me." Excuse me means you want someone's attention in a polite way. Picture this. You're standing on a busy street. You might begin like this. "Excuse me, could you help me for a moment?" Here's another way to start. "Excuse me, do you have a minute?" And here's how it might sound in a real conversation. "Excuse me, I think I'm lost." Now that you have someone's attention, you need to ask your real question. A very common way to ask for directions is with the phrase, "how to get to." How to get to means what way or which path takes you to a place. Try this one. "Excuse me, how do I get to the train station?" Now imagine you're looking for a specific shop. How do I get to the nearest pharmacy? Could you tell me how to get to the city center? Notice something here. We often use "could you tell me" before the question instead of asking directly. This is a small change, but it makes a big difference in how polite you sound. There's another very useful phrase, especially when you're not sure a place even exists nearby. It's this one. "Do you know where the bank is?" You can change the words in the middle to ask about almost any place. Just keep "do you know where" at the start and "is" at the end. For instance, "Do you know where the nearest supermarket is?" Here's how it might sound. "Excuse me, do you know where the train station is?" Try this one too. "Do you know where a good coffee shop is?" So now you know how to ask. But what happens next? When someone answers you, they usually start giving directions. This is where many learners get nervous because directions often come fast with words we don't hear every day. Let's slow it down and learn these key words one at a time. The first one is straight. In directions, go straight means continue in the same direction without turning. Picture this. Go straight and you'll see it on your left. Or just go straight for 2 minutes. You can say this back too to check you understood. So I go straight, and then what? Next, we have turn left and turn right. These mean change your direction either to the left side or the right side. Here's how it might sound. Turn left at the traffic light. Or turn right after the bank. For instance, someone might use both together. Go straight, then turn right, and you'll see the station. Notice how these phrases work together naturally. Directions in English are usually a mix of go straight and then turn left or turn right, one after another, like a small path you're following with your ears. Now, another important word is corner. A corner is the point where two streets meet. Maybe you'd hear, "It's on the corner of Main Street," or "turn left at the corner." And when you're describing where something is, you might use this. "The cafe is right on the corner." Here's a small note about this word. In English, we usually use on the corner, not in the corner, when we're talking about streets. So if someone uses in the corner, they usually mean inside a room, not outside on a street. This tiny difference is easy to miss, but useful to remember. Let's continue with more location words. Next to means directly beside something. Try this one. The pharmacy is next to the bakery. Or park next to the red car. For instance, I live next to a small park. After that, we have across from, which means on the opposite side. Picture this. The hotel is across from the museum, or stand across from the entrance. Here's how it might sound. The restaurant is across from the train station. You can't miss it. And one more useful phrase, in front of. This means directly before something, facing it. Here's an example. Wait in front of the building, or there's a bus stop in front of the school. For instance, I'll meet you in front of the coffee shop. Now that we have all these words, let's put them together in a real conversation so you can hear how naturally they connect. Anna is visiting a new city for the first time. She stops a stranger on the street. Anna asked, "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the central library?" The man smiled and said, "Sure. Go straight for 2 blocks, then turn left at the corner." Anna repeated, "Go straight, then turn left." "Okay." The man continued, "That's right. After you turn left, the library will be right in front of you, across from a small park." Anna said, "Thank you so much. Is it far from here?" The man replied, "Not at all. It's about a 5-minute walk." Anna smiled and said, "Perfect. Thank you again." Notice how Anna didn't just listen quietly. She repeated the directions back. This is something you should try too, because it helps you check that you understood correctly, and it gives you more speaking practice in the moment. Let's look at 2 more phrases from that conversation. First, is it far from here? This is a simple, very common question, and it means you're asking about distance. Here's how it might sound. "Excuse me, is the station far from here?" Or, "Is it far or can I walk?" When you're planning your day, you might ask, "Is the beach far from the hotel?" Second, we heard the answer, "It's about a 5-minute walk." This phrase tells someone how much time it takes to arrive somewhere on foot. Picture this. It's a 10-minute walk from here. Or it's just a 2-minute walk, very close. For instance, "Don't worry, it's only a 5-minute walk to the station." One last important piece. After someone helps you, always remember to thank them. In English, a simple, warm response works perfectly. Here's an example. "Thank you so much for your help." Or, "Thanks, I really appreciate it." Here's how it might sound as a full exchange. "Thank you so much." "You're welcome. Have a good day." That small exchange, a thank you and a warm reply, is what makes asking for directions feel like a real friendly moment and not just a transaction. So let's quickly walk through everything we learned today. We started with polite ways to get someone's attention. "Excuse me?" Then we practiced 2 ways to ask for directions. "How do I get to?" And "Do you know where place X is?" After that, we learned direction words like straight, turn left, turn right, and location words like corner, next to, across from, and in front of. Finally, we practiced asking about distance with "Is it far from here?" and understanding time with phrases like a 5-minute walk. The next time you're in a new place and you feel a little lost, I hope these phrases come to your mind naturally and you feel confident enough to just ask. Getting lost isn't a problem. It's actually one of the best is to practice real English with real people. Before you go, take a look at our earlier episodes too. Each one gives you new phrases and new situations to practice. So together, they help you build a much stronger, more natural English. And if today's episode helped you, try using just one of these phrases this week, even if it's only in your head while you're walking around your own city. I'm Kim. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care of yourself and keep flowing.